Well, there's screw-ups and there's royal screw-ups. And I just made a royal screw-up. Lesson number one, don't take a new piece of equipment that you've only just used a little bit on a crucial mission. And that happened to me yesterday when I met Christie, Tracy, and we'll get into that. So, because I was using this, I missed the best interview perhaps I've done in a long, long time with Christie, bless her heart. But we did get a little bit, and you'll see this. She pulled up at Brookville, wanted a salad at Wendy's. The restaurant was locked. The dining room was locked, but you could drive through, so she hopped in my car. We drove through. She got a Cobb salad and some French fries. I hadn't seen a restroom in goodness knows how long, so while I waited in the line to get her order, she jumped on the bike, rode over to Speedway, and used the restroom while I got her order, came back, and we sat in my car while she ate, and we had the most wonderful interview. Did get a little bit while she was in the car. We were waiting online at Wendy's, and you can have that here.
How are y'all?
We are doing better than you.
How are y'all?
We are just
Shoulder, but a gentle hug. Yeah, so I'll give you a sneak peek at not this to social media.
Looks like sort.
Yay.
Hey, Christie, hi.
Hi, Lee, how are you?
Oh, wonderful. We're here in this wonderful TV studio, air-conditioned,
Yes.
comfortable seating.
Charging my phone.
Charging her phone here. Well, you had a little bump the other day.
I did yesterday. You know, I survived all the super technical, gnarly gravel and sand. And then yesterday we had a detour and I was rounding a little bend and my navigation blared at me and I glanced down for a second. And when I glanced back up, there was a parked car right in front of me. And I swerved and I missed it, but I overcorrected and went down and bumped myself pretty good.
As my grandmother used to say, there's some of the day left.
Yes, there is. I have 50 miles to go.
Is that a new helmet? Did you get a new helmet?
I did. I bumped my last one. I broke my last one, so I had to get this one.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, yeah, it was split up pretty
Wore
good.
out a chain.
Yep, wore out a chain. They said it was the most stretched they'd ever seen a chain in their life. Oops.
Well, when they're riding with a monster, what can you say? Probably a lot of grit.
Yeah, lots of grit.
Lots of grit, yeah. Well, have you ever done a bike packing before?
I have not, no.
So
this is a very new experience for me.
You decided to jump in with all four.
You know, I just jumped right into the deep end.
I know you do that. Yeah. Oh.
So, yeah. I figure all or nothing, right?
It's been kind of a cocked up situation here. We're in drive-through at Wendy's, and we're going to interrupt this here for a little bit.
I'll just order it.
I want a small fry.
Hang on just a second, honey.
Okay.
Let me cash him out real quick, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna get a Cobb salad,
Cobb salad.
a small fry, and that should be it. I think I'm good with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
And whatever you want.
I don't need anything.
Oh, you came here to.
Okay, what to do? I have this wonderful interview, and it wasn't there. And how could that be? And well, Lee, you should read the manual more carefully. That's how that could be. So anyhow, I'm going to try to reconstruct my interview with Christie a little bit in the car. She was eating her Cobb salad and French fries and just gave me a delightful conversation, as you would expect from her. My first question was, why did you choose the Great American Wheel Race over Trans Am? And this goes back to the accident she had a couple years ago, severely injured, surgery. I didn't realize it, but she'd had some head injuries, some brain damage. So she has a great fear of riding in traffic. And so the Great American Wheel Race, which would either stay to trails or remote roads, would be her choice. And that is the reason why she's no longer a part of the race as such, but she's a part of the sport. I won't get into the nicety definition, but they had to reroute a section over an interstate for about 20 miles. Christie could not bring herself to ride those 20 miles. So she arranged to get a shuttle. How she did that, I don't know. We didn't get in that. But because she did that, and the GAWR had no protocols for handling things like that, they removed her from the race. She understood that. She was not complaining. She said that's the way it is. And she's now sport riding and still there. And I think that's a good idea. I think other races might imitate that and allow a rider to go on under the aegis of the race without actually officially competing. So that's the reason why she chose the Great American Wheel Race. I asked her how she had survived from her accident the day before, 2 days before actually, had a new helmet. She had some bruises, which she wasn't going to show, thankfully. I think we showed too much of that stuff on our social media as it is. So that was it. The other thing about the interview, I asked her for an anecdote about what she enjoyed, and she's posted this before, but having followed a trail and run into some people who were herding cattle down the trail, 2 cowboys and a cowgirl and a cattle herding dog. And we have a photo here from Lisa, who thank you very much for doing that. I'm so sorry this happened, Christie. Thank you very much. Happily, Christie arrived at downtown Dayton just as our beautiful fountain was operating. It only operates from 5 minutes before till 5 minutes after the hour. If you try to cross the bridge when it's running, you'll probably get wet. And on a hot day, that might not be too bad.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.